Hey there YouTube, what's up? In today's video for Pixelland, I'm going to be showing you how to build this unique Squid Girl from the anime, well, obviously Squid Girl. Well, I pretty much you should have figured that out. So, if you like this video, all I ask you to do is to hit that like button. That's all I want you to do. And comment down below, how many other pixel arts do you want to see me build? Now, because this is my first episode, I'm probably not going to do too much talking, especially considering Squid Girl is really, really big. But like I said, if you enjoy this video, just hit that like button, comment down for more. And without further ado, why don't we get squidding on this? And I promise I will do puns like that very often. So, for Squid Girl, you don't need very many materials. You're going to want black concrete, light blue concrete, white concrete, red concrete, and white terracotta. That's it. That's all you literally need. Or you can use wool. That's fine too. And just so you know, Squid Girl is 47 blocks tall and 40 blocks wide. So just make sure you have the amount of space that you need for it. You might even have to do away with the render clouds. So like I said, because this is like one of my first builds, I'm not really going to do much talking. I'm just going to build and just have you guys follow along. Just so you know, there are going to be a few times when I actually stop moving. That is perfectly normal. It only means that I'm actually just looking over my plans real quick just to make sure that I'm not making any mistakes. You're going to see quite a few times that black is going to give me a little bit of trouble. This is like my first time building pixel art here on the newer version of Minecraft on the Xbox One. I normally do pixel arts on the 360 because my kid's got a 360 and she likes to do lots of pixel arts with me. Eventually I'll show out the world that we're working on, and if you see a pixel art that you wanna see me do, just leave it in the comment section and let me know what you want to see. So if you are building this with me, you should have something that should look like this at the moment. It's just part of her dress. We'll be getting to her head and her arms very shortly. I'm gonna save the tentacles for last because the tentacles are pain in the butt. As some of you have already probably have figured out, yes, I actually have been working on some of her tentacles, but they are part of her dress. So, but like I said, we aren't going to do the tentacles until the very end because you want to do the tentacles like from the top of the head and not start at the bottom because they go from like literally top to bottom. So, at the moment, we're working on her right arm that happens to be attached to her dress. And then once we're done here, we should be moving on to the left arm very shortly. Okay, so at the moment we should be pretty much done the body, minus the other arm that we need to do. So all that's left to do is her head, her hair, and the hat before we go to those pin in the butt tentacles. So you should have currently something that should look like this. And that's actually pretty good. So next, I believe we're gonna do her other arm next. So just follow along, and the other arm's actually not that bad. Okay, so from here we are going to start working on her head. We are going to do just her head. We'll take care of the hair right afterwards. The head's actually pretty easy to do. It's basically just some up and downs with upper left and upper right diagonals. Okay, and that is Squid Girl's head. It's kind of, yeah, a little interesting. So what I'm going to do next is I am going to color her head in. Her head is mostly just white terracotta, a little bit of black, and some red concrete. But we'll have to be precise with where the mouth goes, which I believe is on this third row that I'm working on right now. Yes, it starts right here. Once you've got her mouth out of the way, the rest of her head is practically easy because all the rest of her head is pretty much just white terracotta. So it's just going to take a moment here to finish up with her head. And the way I did it with her head so I could find her eyes was I first just went ahead and colored her in with the white terracotta, and then look to see where her eyes go. So her eyes are actually pretty easy to find. So just a second. You gotta look for that particular one right there, and you want to go left a little bit to make her eyebrows, which are just with blue concrete. And then there are I believe there was only one eye. But I thought it looked cute with the white concrete. Made it look a little anime. But then if you think about it, I did end up changing my mind. It didn't look right. So I'll just put that back there. And then we have something that should look like this. So now what we're going to do is we're going to get her hair out of the way. So that way, once we've got the hair done on the left side, doing the hat will be a breeze. One of the things I have noticed while building pixel art, especially when you're trying to count up and stuff, that if you move too fast, it like puts more than you need. And with the black, sometimes it's kind of tricky how to like count exactly how many you've done, because sometimes the black looks like it could be 2, it could be 3, it could be 4, and so on and so on and so on. Now these two markings that I just put on top of her hair are the pieces that go to her hat. We're going to need those in just a couple of minutes. We're almost done with our hair. We just gotta go down a little bit and we'll be finished. Now that I just put up over her hair again is the final connecting piece to her hat. So as you can see, her hat actually is not that big at all. So we're just going to connect down to that piece of hairline that we put earlier on her head, and then we'll be able to color her hair right in. The two pieces I have already pulled out, I believe, go to her tentacle. No. Yes. Yes. Goes to her tentacles. So at the moment, you should have something that should look like this, because that is her hair right there. You can't connect any more to it. What we're going to do now is, let's see, color it in. Yeah, we're going to color in her hair. Her hair does have a couple of little shades in it. But a couple of other places you're going to be coloring in some of her tentacles too. But you're going to need the blue concrete, and like I said, there's just like two little shades with the dark blue. All the rest of it is nothing but light blue concrete. Once you have her hair all colored in with those shades, time to move on to her hat. And like I said, her hat is pretty easy to do. And once you get it colored in with the white, then we'll be able to finally move on with the tentacles. And that is her hat. So now, the only thing left to do for her hat is to do the one thing else, and that's to color it in with the white concrete. Okay, so if you have been following along, now you should have something which should look like this. With her hair done, her head done, her body done, her arms done, we can move on now to the last piece that I've been regretting to do since the very beginning. Those blasted tentacles. So, like I said, we will start by going all the way over to the top of our hair where we left off, and we will start from there. And with that, you should have something which should look like this. There's a couple, like, just little spots I might have missed, but if I did, while I'm coloring, just keep an eye out, because you will be doing some shading along with light blue and the blue concrete, but also there are a couple places where I'm going to use the black concrete as well. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Squid Girl, with her blue hair, her tentacles, her dress. And I hope you were able to follow along and build Squid Girl yourself. I'm sorry for the lack of talking. I do, apologize for that. But thank you so much for watching. If you did like this video, please hit that like button. Subscribe for more if you'd like to see more. Comment down below who you'd like to see me do next. And I thank you all for watching, and have a great day. See you later. Bye.